So yeah, hi, and in this particular video हम इसका front end part we will be covering that we are gonna use React for this particular application. So if you haven't watched the first video, you can watch, otherwise the link is in the description section, you can check that particular thing. So let's install, and we are going to create this application, and it's a real-time application. So let's get started. And before going to the video, if you want to become a full stack developer in just 6 months without paying any amount until you get job, Newton School is just for you. What's Newton School? Let me tell you. Newton School is an e-learning platform where they teach you, they give you full stack development training in just 6 months, and you get a job. When you get a job above 5 LPA, you need to pay that amount. Otherwise, you don't need to pay anything. And the minimum placement that Newton School offers is about 5 lakh rupees, and it can range up to 5 lakh to 40 lakhs. And you can see a lot of big tech companies from India, they directly hire from Newton School, and you can see all the people the companies which are hired, and there are 200 or you can say 600 plus companies that hire from Newton School, and 90% is a placement rate, and 7 LPA is our average package. So if you want to boost your career, if you want to become a full stack developer, if you want to earn more, you can definitely go to the Newton School. It's totally free until you get a job. Okay, you don't need to pay any amount until you get job. Once you get a job, you need to pay your thing, and the link is in the description section. If you want to check more about that particular thing, you can check that particular thing. The link is in the description section, you can check that thing. So first of all, you will create a React app, and if you haven't installed Node.js, you can install Node.js, which will help you to install React as well. So what you need to do is npx create React app. I am in the project front end directory, and let's name it as whiteboard front end. Okay, so now the project is creating, and let's wait for it. And also if you haven't subscribed the channel, please do it, because these kind of video I don't think you will find on YouTube. And if you can share this video, that will be more help for me as well. And you can what you can do is you can pull some friends that okay, we need to create this application, because a lot of things are not in this application. Let's suppose I want to I want to control Z, I cannot do this. So you can implement these functionality that will enhance a lot of your application. Let's suppose I want to I have created this line, now I want to remove this line. You can create eraser which can remove this line, or you can type Control Z. These are the minimal short thing which you can create, that will create your application, that will take your application to the next level. Okay, now let's see dir. Now we have a directory called this one, so we can cd into it. Okay, and we can open it in our VS code dot, and we have got our this application, that src app.js and this kind of thing. So first of all, we will create a folder that's called component, and in this particular thing we will have you can say a thing that board.component. Okay, that will help us to render the that thing. Okay, components, and in that, let's first of all run this application. So to run the application, you can type npm start. Okay, and it will execute port number on 3000, where you can see this application. So now it's totally a blank application. So let's go to that thing, and also we need to create a board.js. Okay, and let's go to the index.js, and we can replace this app to board.js. And first of all, we need to import that thing as well. So from, okay, first of all import board. I'm writing Python code. Import board from ./component/board, and we can render that thing. Okay, app is defined but never used. We can comment this thing, Now you can see a blank page. Okay, now first of all we need to create a UI that you can see this UI where we have 5 colors: black, red, green, blue, yellow, and we can toggle this color. You can see this thing. Okay, so we need to create this kind of UI. So for this I'm gonna go to the board.js, and then we will create a function that's called board. So const board, and this will be a arrow function. Okay, and we will return a HTML from this, you can see. So we can return div, we can close the div. Okay, and now we need to create a div called and class name will be colors, and also div class name of color black, and we can have all, you can say, 5 copy of this thing. So first of all the color will be black, then we will have red, then we have green, then we have yellow, then we have blue. Okay, so we have created these colors. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to create, you can say, a CSS for this. So for this we are gonna import the CSS from this, and also let's import React as well. Import React from React. Okay, let's type export default board as well. Okay, and let's import the styles.css. So we are gonna create a styles folder in this component. So, and now we are gonna create a board.css, and after that we can write all the CSS over here. So first of all let's go to the board.js and let's import what that thing is, style.cs, import dot style slash, okay, dot styles, import slash dot slash style slash boa board dot css. Okay, now let's see whether this particular style is working or not. So we can type body background color of any color, we can type aqua. So now it's totally working. So for styles I'm gonna copy paste, otherwise let's create. Okay, so what we can do is first of all we need to do this thing, box sizing, that's called border box. Otherwise, and for the whiteboard class, whiteboard, we are gonna height of 100% and width of 100%, and after that we are gonna do position, that's gonna be absolute, and we can type left, right, bottom, top, 0 2. Okay, so left, left 0, right 0, top 0, bottom of 0. Okay, so for colors, class dot colors, so for colors we gonna be position is equal to fixed. okay, so that the like UI shouldn't move this way, this shouldn't move this anyway. Okay, so now let's go to the color dot color is equal to display of inline block, and the height is about like let's have height of 48 pixel, and width will be of again 48 pixels, so it should be a square kind of thing. Okay, and after that we can have a color dot black, so we can do what background color of hashtag of black. Okay, now you are able to see the black color, and after that we can have a color of green dot color dot red, so we will have a background color of red. Now you can see one more color pop up, and after that we need to create 4 color as well. Okay, so the next color will be green, and blue, yellow, so we can copy this thing. Okay, so we got all our colors, and let's go to board.js. okay, and let's create a canvas. So like we are going to use a canvas for this, for creating all our thing. Okay, so canvas, I think I should increase the font size. Canvas of class name, that's gonna be whiteboard. Okay, so let's initialize this. So first of all we are gonna use hooks for this particular thing. So the first hook that we are gonna use is that's gonna be use ref hook. So we can add a comma and let's import use ref. And if you want to read more about it, definitely you can learn more about it in some part of the video, or you can say like some other video. You can, it's a very normal hook, you can easily understand that thing. So we can create a variable const and canvas ref. So we are gonna you need to understand, once we are creating some kind of this thing, so we need to hold all the data which is on the table, which is on this particular whiteboard. Let's suppose I am creating, so we need to create all the x and y coordinates of this particular thing. So that's the reason why we are using hook. So use ref, and let's initialize with null. And after that we are also gonna store the color, because we need to understand, let's suppose I have toggled the green color, so we need to store, okay, this is right now we have a green color picked, so we need to draw the line which is in the green color. Right now we have a yellow color, we need to draw in the line of a yellow color, right? Blue and green. Okay, so you need to understand. Also you can do one more improvement UI, that let's suppose I am picking the black color, so it should have a kind of a border which reflects, okay, this color I am right now I am having black color, this time I am having red color. You can make this improvement as well. Okay, so let's create a const that's colors ref is equal to, and use ref, that's gonna be null. Okay, so and also we can initialize all these things to this thing. So here ref is equal to canvas ref, and here we can have a ref of colors ref. Okay, so all our things are now initialized. So now what we can do is we can create an event listener. Let's suppose I click this particular, you can say color, so we need to initialize a color. Okay, right now we have selected this color, so we can write you can say event listener. Okay, so for that we are gonna use a use effect hook. So use effect, and we can create use effect. Okay, and in this particular thing we can create a const of canvas is equal to canvas ref dot current, and after that we can create a const of context, create a context variable for accessing the canvas thing dot get context of 2D, and you can read more about context so that you will be more familiar if you are like not able to understand what we are doing. And also for colors, const is equal to colors is equal to document dot get element by class name, and the class name is color. Okay, and by initializing we will be using black color, so const current is equal to color is equal to what, black. Okay, so also we can add a event listener for let I is equal to 0, I less than colors dot length and I of plus plus, and we can add event listener so that once we click on the color it should toggle that thing. So colors of I dot add event listener, click, and on we will call a function that on color update, and we gotta pass the false. Okay, so we have added an event listener that's called click, and we will call a function on color update. So let's write the function which will update this thing. Okay, so let's do this thing. So const color on color update, okay, so colors of I dot color. Okay, so we need to update the color. Okay, so we can do current dot color is equal to e dot target dot class name. So we need to get the, so let's first print console dot log e dot target dot class name. Let's print this thing. With only 1% we'll do add event listener on event target color yellow. Okay, so now you are able to see we are, when we click this thing you can see we are able to see the color. So what we can do is we can split. So where we have written dot split space of 1. Let's see, now you can see we are able to get the color that's blue, green, so we can update the color as well. So what we can do is we can copy this thing and we can paste it over here. So now if we will print the color, we will have a updated color. Let's print console dot log current. Okay, let's print. So now you are able to red, green, blue. Okay, now it's working. So now we have written a function that will update a color. Now let's write a function that will help us to draw the thing. So const draw line is equal to, and it's gonna take, you can say 4 coordinate. The first one will be x0, next one will be y0, because like when we are creating some line, there are two coordinates, this one x1 y1, x2 y2. So x1 x0 y0, then x1 y1. And also we need to pass the color, that what color we are passing. Let's suppose we want to create a line using red color, so we are going to pass the color name. And if you have like if we need to pass some other, you can say some other color, we can pass this thing. So what we can also, we are going to take, it's taken a parameter called send, which we will be using in the later part of the video when we are implementing the WebSocket thing. So we can type what context dot begin path, okay, and context dot move to x0 y0, okay, and context dot line to x1 y1. It's gonna create a line, and we are gonna set the color context dot stroke style, and color for then the length, or you can say width, so line width is equal to true, and context dot stroke context dot close path, and context dot save. Okay, now we are good to go. So let's go. Okay, now let's add some event listener over here, so which will like help us to create this thing. Okay, so now let's add an event listener on the window. So window dot add event listener, and event listener will be resize. Okay, and we are gonna call a function that's gonna on resize, and we are gonna pass false. Okay, so let's write this function. Const is equal to on resize is equal to, okay, and first of all we are gonna get the canvas width. Set the canvas width is equal to window dot inner width, and canvas dot height is equal to window dot inner height. Okay, so let image is equal to document. Let's create an image. Document dot create element of image. Okay, after that we can call the function context dot draw image. First of all we need to set the image, so image dot src is equal to data url, and we need to create one more variable on the upper side of this thing, so that we can store, you can say, other thing as well. So what we can do is we can create variables. That's const is equal to let is equal to data url, and let drawing is equal to false. Okay, now we can go back to the function here, image, this thing, and we can do one thing that's called context dot draw image, and we're gonna pass the image and 0,0. In the initializing we are going to create we are going to create a plain, you can say, image, and context dot restore Okay, so now what we can do is we can call this function on resize and see whether we have got some error or not. Okay, no error. Now what we can do is we can create a function that's gonna be const on drawing event. So const on drawing event is equal to data const w is equal to canvas dot width and const h is equal to canvas dot height, and we are gonna call a function that's called draw line, and we are gonna pass data dot x of 0 into width and data dot y of 0 into h and data dot x of 1 into height and data dot color. First parameter, second parameter, third parameter, we have missed one thing, that's called x data of x1. Data of x1 will be multiplied to width and data of y1 will be multiplied data dot y1 into h and data dot color. Okay, so now it's working, and now we have to create some events that let's suppose we are creating mouse up, mouse down, touch start, and all these events, so that we can we can draw basically all these things. Now we are our base thing is totally ready. Now all we need to do is we need to call that thing as well, and also we can pass square so that it will render correctly. Okay, now we need to create some events. So there will be some events we can what events we can have. We can have mouse down event, we can mouse up, mouse out, mouse move, either the we will move, or we can have a touch event, we can have end, cancel, move, these kinds of events. So we need to implement that event also. Canvas dot add event listener, and the first event we are going to do is mouse down, and on mouse down false, and we can have an event that's called mouse up, and next we can have a mouse up on mouse up. We can have a mouse out and mouse move. Mouse out, we can call the same events mouse up, okay, and mouse move. Okay, and also we need to do one more thing in the later part we will do. Let's first copy this thing and paste touch start, and we can have mouse down event, okay, and then we have a touch end, then we will call a mouse up event, and then we have a touch cancel, then we have a mouse up event as well, okay, then we have a touch, you can say touch move, then we can have a on mouse move event, okay, and we can, so let's create all these event. const on mouse down, that's gonna take a e value, target value, and so we now what we are gonna do is we are gonna add 2 to the drawing, because right now we are drawing. So we can do what, current dot x is equal to e dot client x, or e dot touches of 0 dot client x. Okay, and we can have a should be or client of y is equal to e dot client of y and e dot touches of y. Okay, so we have written our first event, and now we are gonna add a second event, that's on mouse move. Okay, so we are gonna draw a line, current dot x, current dot y, and e dot client of x, or e dot touches. We can copy this thing from here. Okay, and we can have e dot client y, e dot client y. Then what we can do is we can do current dot color true. Okay, and after that we can add update the new x and y coordinate to current variable, which we have created over here, this one. Okay, we are storing the color, the x and y coordinate, and each and everything we are storing in this particular, you can say, object. Okay, so current dot you can, right now we are at current dot x, so we can copy this thing, and we can have current dot y, this thing. Okay, then will have another event, that const on mouse move. So let's write the definition of on mouse up. So we are initialize drawing equal to false, then we will call a draw line function, and we are going to pass the current dot x and current dot y, e dot, we can copy this thing from here, e dot client x, or e dot touches of client x. Okay, and we can pass same thing, we can client x e dot touches. Okay, so now we are good to go. So all our now things are ready. We can try this thing true, where we have type. Okay, event listener on the event target object, line number 63. We can go on line number 63. So we have done one thing very wrong over here, that's causing an error, that this thing e dot client or this thing. Okay, that was doing an error. So now let's reload. Now you can see we are able to draw, but like you can see the problem, like it's taking a lot of time. When I'm writing, it's not smooth that way. Okay, it's taking a lot of time. Like when we are writing something, it's taking a lot of time. Okay, so for to add some smoothness, we can add a function called throttle, which will like take some time to draw each and everything. That will add some kind of smoothness. So function throttle is equal to, and it's gonna take a callback. and a delay. How much delay you want to, because like when you are writing too very fast, so we are gonna add a delay. Okay, so let's open this. So let previous call is equal to new date dot get time, and we can return function const time is equal to new date dot get time. Okay, and we can add if time minus of previous call is greater than equal to delay, then we can, what we can do is we can previous call equal to time, and we are gonna call back dot apply null comma arguments. Okay, and now we are gonna use this throttle function on mouse move. So we can do what, on mouse move, and we will delay it of 10 seconds, 10 millisecond nanoseconds, and we can do this on mouse move over here as well. So throttle, it's gonna take 10 of delay. Now let's try. So now you can see like the smoothness is at extreme level. Okay, the page is running very smoothly. So now what we can do is we can like create a WebSocket thing that will help to send the data from this thing to that thing. So all we need to do is we need to first of all connect to the WebSocket. So for connecting to the WebSocket, what we need to do is we can go to the bottom of this screen and const on drawing event. We are gonna use this function on drawing event, which will send the data to that particular thing. So first of all, we can add a WebSocket. So first of all, we are going to use a socket, also a hook that will help us to store all the information about a socket. So we can create a socket ref is equal to use ref, and can pass it to empty. Then after that we can go to the bottom of the screen and wait, here we can connect to the socket ref dot current is equal to new web socket, and route we have this plus what the route was, let's open WebSocket King so that we can find the URL WebSocket King. So this was the URL for connecting to the board, so we can pass this thing. Okay. And we have like some functions which we need to implement. Socket dot current dot on open is equal to e of console dot log open, and what we have got, then we have we need to implement a message, socket dot current dot on message console dot log of e, and socket dot current dot on error you can pass e console dot log error of e. Okay, now we are good to go. Now I think like we can run our Django server, which will help us to do that thing. We can go to whiteboard manager. First of all, we can go to this thing, cmd cdend / scripts, activate python manage.py, run server. That will boot up the server, and now our server is ready and we can try connecting to it. So now you can see like our WebSocket is connected. Now what we can do is we can like send the data to the to the Django server, which will send us back the data. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to call a drawLine function which we have like created. Okay, what was the function? On drawing event. So once we get the data, we need to call on drawing event, and we need to pass the JSON dot pass dot e dot data. That will like create all the things which we need to create. And we also need to go to our main heart of the function, that's called drawLine here. So first of all, we need to check if send, whether we are passing send, whether we do not want to send the data which we are on the same tab. Let's suppose I am on this particular, so we don't need to send the data to ourselves. We need to send to the data who are in this particular room. So what we can do is we can call a function if send, if not send, then we can like return. Okay, we can do what? Return. And otherwise we can like socket ref dot current dot send. We need to send the data. So how we can send? JSON dot stringify, and we need to send all the data which we are. So first of all, we need to pass x of 0. That is first of all, we need to calculate the width of the canvas also. So const of w is equal to canvas dot width, and const of h is equal to canvas dot height. Okay, so x of 0 and x of 0 divided by w, and y of 0 is equal to y of 0 divided by h, and x of 1 is equal to x of 1 divided by w, and y of 1 is equal to y of 1 divided by h. Okay, and we can pass the color as well. Now I think it should work. Send okay, sorry, WebSocket was in the connecting state. Uncaught what we got the data message event. Okay, so here what we need to do is on message e dot data we are doing this correct, but okay, let's take to var data is equal to JSON dot pass. Okay, sorry, we have called the wrong function, JSON dot pass. Okay, let's reload this, and now you can see we are able to get each and everything. So now let's go to some other browser and close this thing, paste this thing, and paste this thing over here as well. So let's suppose I draw something and it's like working. We can play a tic-tac-toe game over here as well. Okay, so let's suppose I like subscribe. So what we need to do is we need to close this thing. Okay, sorry, we have closed the wrong server. What we need to do is we need to terminate the job, and we can npm start. Now what we can do is we can do something good. Okay, now I hope like the project is ready, and successfully we have the, if you want to code, the code will be in the description section, so you can check that particular thing as well. So please subscribe to this channel. So meet you in the next video. Goodbye and thank you.